Very funny. It is what it is.
It is what it is. They are gonna listen.
All right, got to.
Damn it.
Yo, it's the Talk That Real podcast.
Hey.
Back at it.
We are back. We are back, man. We are back.
Like it or not.
We are back. They do like it. It ain't no like it or not. They just like it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They got this far, they like it.
They like it, and we love it.
All right, man. So, the giraffe in the room.
Okay.
We were not victors at the awards.
We were not. Clap it up for us.
Hey, we didn't win, but I'm gonna tell you like this: we should have. Nah, it's like,
Oh man,
nah, like straight up, man. It was a good process, man.
It was.
We enjoyed the process. We had a good night.
Yes, we did.
And,
it was a good time.
We enjoyed ourselves. You know,
Uh-huh.
we got since presented an award.
Mm-hmm.
And we had fun, man.
Yeah,
So
it
we
was a good
appreciate
time.
everybody that voted.
Yeah.
Everybody that supported us, people that came out to the show and supported us, man.
Yeah.
So shout out to y'all, the listeners, man, for even nominating us to be a finalist.
Absolutely.
So, we
And shout out
appreciate
to
y'all,
the
man.
Kansas City People's Choice Awards.
Yeah.
Those people who put it together. Clap it up for them.
Shout out to Ray,
Shout out
Yeah.
my homie T-Ray, man.
Yeah.
Big stuff.
Real talk, man. It was real big.
It was-
Real big, man. And it was a good time. And shout out to all the winners, all
Yeah.
those who got nominated.
Yeah.
And
Special shout out to the
looking forward
Grief
next
Journal.
year. Yeah, no, real talk. The Grief Journal is
she's the one that won the best
Clap it up for her.
podcast. And
She's the one who won for best podcast. The Grief
the
Journal.
Grief Journal.
Yeah, the young lady who does the Grief Journal podcast.
And like,
Okay.
and when she started the podcast,
No, I
based
was
off,
never. I'm not.
Yeah, you wasn't looking. Yeah,
no,
it's
so
all
I just.
good. Yeah, you
I
wasn't looking.
I just never. I don't listen to podcasts.
You don't.
You don't.
Not even ours.
So, yes, exactly.
Yeah, so it's fair. It's
clearly,
fair.
I'm not gonna listen to another person.
but she started the podcast basically journaling her, basically her grief. She lost her mom and her grandmother really close together.
Okay.
So she started a podcast basically talking about how she was dealing with her grief.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, that's something everybody can relate to
1,000%.
and grabbed hold of. So,
Yeah,
I mean, I'm glad taking something like, you know, the loss of your loved ones like that and putting into something that was substantial. So shout out to her.
Yeah, shout out to her. Absolutely.
Said she going to holler at us, bring us on one day and talk on her podcast. So.
Bet.
Well, I told
I
her
wouldn't mind having her on here,
Yeah,
too.
I told her let's
Like,
do
real
it.
talk,
I told her
yeah.
let's make it happen. So
That's what's up.
yeah, so shout out to her. And like I
Cool.
said, shout out to all the winners.
I actually did try to look her up though.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I tried to look. I
It took me a
couldn't
minute to
find
find her. Then she commented on one of the statuses about the winners that Terrell that tagged. And I was like, oh, there she is. So I told her congratulations and everything. Like, so yeah,
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Cool, cool. Dope.
so dope, man. Hey, we gonna be right back next year.
Maybe. Possibly.
and we gonna go win it.
Well, I plan on going anyway.
It was dope.
Whether we nominated or not. Because it was really a dope event.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
I think we'll be
It
nominated.
was food. It was drink. You know what I mean?
I like dressing
A lot
up.
of people there.
Hey, me and my lady
we got
was
to dress
fly.
up.
Me and
you
my
know
lady
what I
was
mean?
fly.
Yeah,
We
it
was
was a
fly
good
out
time. Yeah.
We was fly.
I like it, man. I like it.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I enjoyed it. There was not a part I didn't enjoy.
Let's talk about y'all fits, man. Like what went into it?
You know what? I'm gonna post a picture on our what do you call it, on our YouTube, because you can do like status updates on there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna post a picture, man,
All right.
so everybody can see the fits.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I kept it simple.
I
Like-
think we all kept it pretty
Yeah,
simple.
we all-
yeah, 100%.
I love,
Simple but stylish.
Like I kept it simple, but I went with what was me. I love the color black.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
it is literally my favorite color.
Yeah.
So I went all black basically. You know,
I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it.
I want to do something. I feel like I'm a neutral color guy, so I want to do something different.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Something that's kind of out of ordinary for me.
Yeah. Mhm.
And you know, I enjoyed it. My wife, she had her first dress didn't come.
Mhm.
The one she wanted, but she went and got another dress.
Okay.
I really like that dress.
You say you really liked it?
Yeah,
That-
it was a nice dress. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I enjoyed that dress. So I don't know how else to say that.
Relax.
It was a nice dress.
Hey, that's hilarious.
It was a nice dress. I'll say what I want. I don't know.
Man.
I'll say
Hey,
what
it's
I
your
want.
wife. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So it was a nice dress, and you know,
Uh-huh.
she had her hair did, and toes did, and
Yeah,
makeup did, and you know what I'm saying, and
the baby girl ordered. She ordered 3 dresses.
3.
Yeah, 3.
Word.
Yeah, 3. They was all reasonably priced, so she didn't go crazy.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And then I think she bought 3 pair of shoes.
That sounds about right though.
But think about, I bought 2 pair trying to decide what shoes.
Yeah,
and I think like my 1 pair might have cost more than her 3 combined. So
Your 1 pair of shoes?
well, definitely my 2 cost more than her
Okay.
3 combined. So
Yeesh.
you
Well,
know,
women's clothes is like a lot cheaper.
they're a
than
lot
ours
cheaper
too, though.
than men clothes.
Yeah.
So we was the night before we was all just trying on stuff, trying to figure out which route we want to go and to coordinate and bring it together.
Coordinate.
You know, all that type of stuff. So like, yeah, she turned out fly. Her hair was fire. You know, and we look good as a unit.
I like it, man.
Good job.
It was a good time. Like,
It was a
real
good
talk.
time. So yeah, y'all see the pictures. Y'all see them. Y'all might have already saw them. We posted a little bit.
Yeah,
we
maybe
posted
they'll see them on
pictures.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you do follow us on Twitter.
Yeah, Instagram, Facebook, they's on all
Oh
that.
yeah, all that.
if you
Yeah.
don't
Well, never
follow
mind.
us,
We ain't gonna post
I
it
don't
on
know what you're
YouTube.
doing.
Might as well.
Yeah.
We might have the YouTube followers that don't follow us on those platforms.
Well, that's true.
We might.
That's true.
You know,
Yeah, we'll post it.
I don't know if TikTok's seen anything, but that's not
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'll post it now. Y'all
Listen,
go
I'ma
ahead and
tell
make
you,
it happen. You know what I
TikTok
mean?
ain't seen a mother.
We know.
Listen, man. I'm gonna tell you, life is hard. All right, man. I'm about to get to the scenario. Change the subject.
Let's do it. Let's do
All right, y'all ready?
it. We ready?
All right. Hi.
Hi.
Hello. Hello there.
I'm like, hi.
Real formal.
I'm 22 years old.
Okay.
I just graduated college,
Oof.
and I am about to start my career as a second grade teacher.
Okay.
My boyfriend is 23 years old and also just graduated college,
Okay.
and it has a secured and has secured a great job working at an engineering firm that he interned at.
Oh, he got money.
Yeah, bread. You know what I'm saying? And I say that all to say we plan to get married next year. We are middle school sweethearts.
Damn.
We
Middle
met-
school.
We middle school.
Jeez.
We met in the second grade
Uh-huh.
and were best friends until the seventh grade when he asked me to go to the fall dance.
Oh.
After that day, he asked me to be his girlfriend, and I accepted.
Oh.
A lot of my friends have been telling me that we're too young to get married, that we need some years apart before we get married and serious. Some of my friends tell me that he will always wonder what else is out there, that I need to let him go and see if he comes back. We are the only ones each of us has ever been with. Is it too young to get married in your early 20s? I don't want him to wonder about what he's missing out on. He's never even brought this up. So I don't want to even put it in his mind. I'm kind of struggling on to go with what my friends are saying or just go with what my heart is saying, and that's to get married.
Okay.
I need a little help.
A little help, you
You
say?
need some new friends. What you
Right.
need.
No.
That's what you need.
And listen, every friend that's tell you that, they're not bridesmaids. Like, do not make them bridesmaids.
Yeah.
Like you need some new friends. Point blank. Period.
Because I disagree with your friends.
I do disagree with your friends. I will say that most of them are probably speaking from a place of care. But I still disagree with them.
They're
You know what I
putting
mean?
things in her mind that she's not even thinking.
Yeah,
Okay, look,
because
so-
to say y'all need some time apart, I don't agree with that. I don't.
They ain't said
To see if they find their way back to each other.
But-
Like, what? This is not a movie.
So this is what I'm saying. One reason why I don't agree with their friends, because think about it. If they're friends, that means they're the same age probably.
yeah.
So they're going off of what they think. This is not experience.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
absolutely,
they're not going off of like, hey, this happened to me. They're just going off of like some movie stuff.
Right,
or
exactly,
What they
yeah.
think. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
there's no
yeah.
reason or purpose
I think
to
this is-
break up just to find out if y'all find y'all way back to each other. That's stupid.
And really, I mean, honestly, age in marriage is only a Western civilization thing. Like that is only really a big deal in America. You know, like
I mean, I get it, but
they are arranging marriage.
Kinda
that
makes
is
sense,
so
though.
true though. Like
It is.
Like people people don't. I don't know.
It's
It's a
other
lot
su-
goes on to marriage,
It's
and
a
I
other-
think like we in the West think we just got it down pat.
Right.
Oh, we don't.
There are a
Not
lot
even
of other
close.
successful
Most of the
marriages in
stuff we
other
think we-
countries,
we
and they've
know.
been married since they were 16.
Yeah, no, I don't know about that.
And I'm not saying I'm
Yeah,
not
I
I'm
don't
not
know about
I'm not advocating like to say go
Yeah.
get married at 16.
Right.
But what because I mean it's a maturity that needs to come along. I feel like other civilization you're probably more mature at 16 than Western civilization.
Yeah.
Because of responsibilities.
Yeah.
No,
are
definitely,
I agree with.
definitely.
I definitely agree with
But
that.
And then I would say they just value things differently.
Different.
They value family differently and all that
exactly.
kind of stuff
And
They don't. They don't
looking
know
at,
about
like-
their lifestyle ain't go find yourself.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like what benefits the community and the family.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you make decisions based off of that, not based off just our selfish nature here
Sure.
on what we want. My thing is, if y'all been together this long, you talking about elementary school.
That's crazy.
He don't know nobody else. You don't know nobody else, and y'all seem to be happy with it.
Right, exactly.
If y'all happy with it, and she saying, "I don't know what to choose between my friends," and what my heart saying, your heart.
Yeah.
Like,
What your friends is talking
Like,
about.
forget what
and-
your friends are talking about. Definitely, if he ain't brought this to you, if he showed you signs of wanting to go
Yeah.
explore and wanting to go find, then you take that into the account.
Right.
But the way she's making it seem, he ain't showed no signs of desiring no one else but you.
Yeah.
And I don't even think I don't know exactly what I don't even think this is even a hard thing. Like this is a look at it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like look at what's going on. Like y'all both are starting y'all careers.
Mm-hmm.
He has a good career. You have a good career. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all went to school for this, so it's something that y'all are into.
Yeah.
It's not like y'all just got some jobs. You know what I'm saying? Because that's
Right.
different. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, my thing is this. Y'all had been at college.
Yeah.
If he didn't stray then,
Yeah.
he's straight.
I wonder if they go to the
Yeah.
same. Most likely, knowing them, they probably went
Yeah,
to
they
the same
probably went to the
college.
same
Even
college.
if they did.
Even
If he's seen all of those women that were at whatever school they went to, I don't care if it was community college.
Yeah.
If he's been able to make it through that year's early 20s,
because they weren't, they that's two different degree paths, so they weren't in the same classes.
yeah,
Yeah.
He,
You know what I'm
he,
saying?
he has
No, real talk.
he has went through puberty, and when the hormones are raging wild, early 20s when they going crazy, where women probably been throwing it at him, and he still remains solid. If he wanted to stray, he would have been and done it.
Don't underestimate the importance of a man that sticks by you
Yeah.
through everything. You know what I'm saying? Like that dude has been with you since middle school.
That's craziness.
You know what I'm saying? Like just like Rece said, like there's so much out there. You know what I'm saying? And for y'all to like be able to go through this, and like I said, man, don't like, and first of all, that's a whole nother thing. There's nothing out here. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing y'all would, my opinion, y'all would gain with is this. It's a negative experience.
Possibly.
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 If she let him go, he ain't coming back. It's a wrap.
You think so?
Yeah, it's a wrap.
They're coming back to each other worn though.
Yeah, it's gonna be like now you're coming back maybe beat up, broken hearted.
Yes.
Sure.
Because you're comparing everything to that person.
Yeah.
Or definitely from a physical sense.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna go out there and something's going to give a facade that is better. Just because it's new and different.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And it's gonna lie to you.
New and different is not always
It's
good.
like it's going to lie to you that it's
Yeah.
better because it's new, and that it's going to give them a false pretense and false facade. Like, oh, this feels better. No, it just feels different.
Yeah.
It
Pretty
may be
much.
better momentarily.
I mean, there's an aspect. It's like there's an aspect of like better, but then there's an overall.
Right.
Yeah.
And sometimes people go after that aspect thinking it's going to be the overall.
And you know what? I'm just kind of like, could they both find something better? It's possible.
Absolutely possible.
However, being willing to take that chance, I don't know.
I mean, because
I
like,
don't know.
okay,
I don't know.
yeah, you can
Yeah,
find somebody.
yeah, I don't
Like,
know. I
yeah,
don't know.
somebody can go and find
I
somebody.
don't know if I would want to take that
They
chance.
don't have a reason to.
There's
Yeah,
there's no like, what's the spoils
Yeah, what's the
in
point?
it?
Yeah, there is no point.
It's just like I
honestly.
said, like
yeah,
I'm like, my thing is this, like, just go back to what we said initially, man. The type of friends you have around you are important. You know what I'm saying? Because I would want the type of friends that can help me cultivate this relationship at a young age. Than saying that, oh, he's gonna think about leaving you.
Well, let's keep
Or-
in mind they're probably like 22, 21
That's what I'm saying.
year olds.
They
Close your
probably
mouth
living it
then.
up.
You know what I mean?
They probably
Yeah,
living it
so,
up and feel like, girl, you missing out.
benefit of the doubt. They
Yeah,
young.
you know, like coming
young.
like right out of college and stuff.
Yeah.
They probably been kicking it. And, you know, like I said, if you're the person that's not kicking like that, they probably saying, like, you know what I'm saying? They want her to be
Yeah.
out here like they out there.
I mean, because we heard that same thing when we were young. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you young, take some time to, do you and date around and all that. We've heard the same
I
rhetoric.
did. I wish I didn't.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So,
But
but again, that's hindsight. We're older now.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
and I'm
I
saying-
didn't want to at the time I did.
Fair.
Like being honest.
And I didn't either. Yeah.
When I chose to go out here and basically live up and do my thing,
Yeah.
it's basically because of, in a sense, heartbreak. Led that way. Like a couple failed relationships early, and
Yeah.
I was like, skip this.
Skip it.
You know what I mean? Like being real. Like I was literally cool early.
Yeah.
Being settled down. One chick, like, I'm cool.
Right.
Like, this is what's up.
Yeah.
Couple of them didn't work out, and I got done in some ways that didn't go right.
Right,
It changed my
yeah.
whole mental capacity on what it should have been.
Yeah.
Like I didn't desire to be out here early on.
Yeah. No, I get it. And I definitely get what they're saying too. But again, I don't agree though. I get why they're saying it,
Yeah.
but I don't agree with it. Period.
But letting somebody go, like that whole let somebody go, and if it's meant to
That's
be,
the dumbest
it'll
stupid.
come back. That is the
No, that's
dumbest
just
thing.
dumb.
That is stupid.
That is just dumb.
I've never
If
really.
it's meant to be, then
I've never
it'll be,
understood.
no.
Like, I wish someone who like really believes in that could like explain that to me,
Yeah, nah, real talk.
because I just don't like. If you love something, let it go.
And
No,
And if it's
meant-
meant to be, it'll come back to you.
that is not how life works. Sorry.
Life is not like a boomerang. Like
That's not how life
that
works.
stuff is like that's not
Yeah, sorry.
come back with
It
herpes.
is what it is.
damn.
Jeez,
Listen-
Louise.
I'm just saying, like,
Damn,
watch what you let go, because when it come back, it's not gonna be the
I
same.
come back with herpes though.
Come back with a torn heart. Come back,
Jeez,
you know what I'm
Louise,
saying?
man.
That person drink a little bit more. That person smoke a little bit more.
I've been there.
You know what I'm saying?
I was drinking
Like,
more.
Listen, I'm telling you, man. Like when they come back, it's
You get
not,
a different. You because when they come back, you're going to expect
man.
that you're getting the same person that left,
and that's false.
No,
and
you're
you're
not.
definitely not.
You're definitely not.
You are definitely not. Like I tried to double back before.
Oh, word?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Didn't work out.
no, I wasn't the same, and they were expecting
Yeah.
what left,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and life had happened,
A lot.
and it was like, nah, like if you expecting that Rece, you in the wrong field. That guy is gone.
Yeah, no, real talk.
I'll double back.
Tell us more.
I mean,
How'd that work out?
didn't work out in the long run. I can tell you that.
There you have it.
I could double back. You know, I'll double back.
And when you double back, you're gonna be holding on to something that was prior.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way around it.
Yeah. No, real talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
You're holding on to something like, oh, I gotta go back to this because we had this beautiful thing. We had
it was
this,
so great
and,
all
you're
that,
gonna spend
yeah.
your time trying to recapture that
Yeah.
when y'all now are two totally different people. And y'all may
And-
still love each other,
Yeah.
Right.
but how you are, how you respond,
Yeah, you're gonna
your
have to facilitate
values,
yourselves
like so,
differently.
so many things have shifted now.
Yeah.
That
Real
is
talk.
almost impossible.
So, like I said, my suggestion is
You better thug it
listen,
out.
cultivate your relationship, man. Like,
Yeah.
like if y'all both are wanting to get married, then hey, go for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let an age or something like that stop y'all. But don't go into this marriage as like y'all eyes closed. Like, understand what goes on in marriage, what it's gonna take. Get y'all an older married couple. Y'all can that can pour into y'all. Get you some new friends that are in relationships, in respect relationships. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you, for that marriage to work, in my opinion, it's gonna take a village.
And I'll use like I'll use the homie as an example. Because when he was about to get married, when him and his wife was about to get married, everybody told them they was too young.
Okay.
And it wasn't gonna last. They didn't know what they was doing. They ain't had the money. Talking about Izzy and Ashley.
Oh yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Myself included was like, hey man, I don't know about this, bro. Like, and he was like, nah, bro, I know.
Yeah.
He like, this has been like, I know. And they outlasted most people.
Outlasted me.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like you
this
can't
whole row.
listen.
This whole row, it outlasted.
You cannot put you can't put that onto something like, and this what
And the
this
thing
what I
about they've
say.
had harder times probably than what we had.
Yes,
Oh, yes.
They've had some hard times, and made it through.
I wouldn't even say if they have.
Definitely.
Like they've dealt with way more than I've ever dealt with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm gonna say to people. Just because you do everything right in like leading up to a marriage does not mean that marriage is gonna last.
True.
Like there is no formula for marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like if you think of math formulas, you put these numbers into this formula, it's gonna always come out the way it's supposed to come out. With the marriage, you can put all these things in place the correct way, and it still doesn't equal a successful marriage.
Because it ain't built on how you handle the rights.
Yeah.
Like when everything is right, yeah, we good.
Right.
Yeah.
How do we handle the bad?
No, 100%.
Like that's where all of this is defined at. Like when everything is right,
oh, it's easy.
it's easy.
Yeah, real talk.
This is cool. This
Super
is the
easy,
best thing that ever happened when everything
real.
is right. How do y'all handle when the wrongs come? Because guess what? They coming.
They're coming, and I'm gonna tell you, they are. If you don't have a plan, you don't prepare for them, they're gonna be a harder smack in the face.
And some of them, it ain't even that because it's like some of them ain't no preparing for.
I'm talking about how to deal with things.
Yeah.
So not like the specific thing, like you know what I'm saying. It's just like for instance, when something hard hits, who are we going to talk to about this?
Yeah.
Like how are we going to treat each other?
Who's your support system?
You know what I'm saying? Like who so because when tragedy hits,
It's gonna hit.
like there's no like you can't equate how you're going to handle your spouse cheating on you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but you can say if this happens, we're going to blah 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 blah. But you can't say, you know what, they cheated on me. We're going to just sit down. We're going to have a meaningful conversation.
That's not how that works.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not how that works.
Question for y'all.
All right, go for it. I'm ready.
I was about, and are we leaving the topic of the scenario?
No. I mean, not the top of security scenario.
Because I was about to say, I feel like we've kind of exhausted that.
Yeah,
so
that's
kind of
stay with your guy. Question for y'all.
Okay.
Go for it.
My lady asked this. We had a discussion the other day. Do deal breakers change in the course of relationships? So what you go into your relationship with, like, or relationships with, like, this is a deal breaker for me.
Uh-huh.
Does that change in the course of a relationship, in the evolution of a relationship, depending on how long you all been together, what you've been through? Does what you consider original deal breakers change? Do you have deal breakers first? Do they change? You know, with the course of a relationship?
Yeah, no, they definitely can change. You know what?
Yeah.
Like, I said at one point, yeah, if I get cheated on, I'm out. No questions asked. Easy. Done. Over. Then it happened. And I stuck around for a very long time trying to make it work. It changed for me. You know what I'm saying? I think there's been times where I didn't even know something was a deal breaker until it happened. You know what I'm saying?
That's a
That's
thing.
real.
Like, oh, hell no, I'm not going for that because that shows your lack of respect for me, and I'm not going to be in a relationship where I'm not respected. Period.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So it definitely can change. I think as you mature, you experience things, even in a relationship, because even in a relationship, you mature and you experience things. Your deal breakers change. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I think deal
glass.
deal breakers can change.
Mm-hmm.
I think some of my big like things I'm really hard on, like a deal breakers.
Yeah.
You know, and just like getting cheated on.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I would want to forgive.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't know if I would be the same with that person.
Yeah.
I
I feel
mean,
that.
So
First of all, of course not.
Yeah.
Like, let's just get it out there.
yeah,
You're not going to for
You
a
can't be
while.
the same.
For a while.
Yeah,
if
you can't
ever.
be the same. Yeah.
And so,
You gotta-
I get that, but like, I know the type of person I am, and I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like this like a breach of contract. You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
So it's just like, I know I'm gonna think about it every single freaking day.
Constantly.
And then I'm gonna just, like, there's just so many things that come with it.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just like, the forgiveness part, I don't know. Like, I don't like, I'm not saying like I wouldn't like hold it over the person,
Sure.
but it's also stuff like, hey, you did this, and this kind of what like these are the results of that.
Yeah.
You
Absolutely.
know what I'm saying?
I don't have
But-
deal breakers.
You don't have any?
Nope.
Word. Interesting.
Used to.
Tell us more.
I just don't anymore.
Okay.
And here's the reason, because what I realize
Mm-hmm.
is I can say this is a deal breaker,
Yeah.
and my heart and my emotions can tell me otherwise when it comes to the heat of it.
Okay.
Like I can sit here and say, if this happens,
Uh-huh.
I'm done.
Yeah.
But then it happens, and it ain't so easy to be done as you thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like I can't sit and say anymore that here's my deal breaker.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have to honestly sit with myself and say I have to deal with whatever happens when it happens,
Mhm.
and deal with that situation as a singular thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like because again, you said, you said what yours was,
Yeah.
and when you said it, you was 10 toes down on it
Hell yeah.
until it happened.
Until it happened.
And
And
so maybe I'm coming at it as a person who hasn't experienced that.
Exactly.
Mhm.
It's
know what I'm
easy to
saying?
say what we will bail
and
out
so-
on until
and
we
so
experience
right,
it.
Right
Yeah.
now, I'm saying, hey, that's a deal breaker.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, like I said, when the whole scope of everything comes into realization, and see, it may be something that I may walk back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just, there'll be something I'll be very nervous to.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah,
hard. It's gonna be
you know
hard
what
on
I'm
anybody.
saying?
Getting cheated on ain't easy for anyone.
Right.
But it's just like it's people out there that's like, if you put your hands on me, I'm gone. But then you be like, why did this person stay after this?
Mm-hmm.
Because it ain't easy as we try to make it to walk away from somebody that you love.
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
it's simply not easy. Is it hard to stay? Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Like
And it's hard to leave too.
and it's hard to leave
Sometimes.
So I'm not saying like I'm cool with whatever happens to me in
Yeah.
a relationship. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying I have to be at a place where it's like whatever happens, we're gonna have a discussion about it, and then
Let's keep our hands to ourselves.
at that point.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
mean, yeah, absolutely.
Let's keep our hands to ourselves.
Yeah, yeah.
And let's just do that.
Let's keep our hands to ourselves. Let's be faithful. Let's
Right.
do
Yeah.
all of these things, right?
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, somebody's gonna get their hands put on them. Somebody's gonna cheat, and I ain't talking about this in general.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
These things are gonna happen, and it's like until you're faced with it, you really can't say what you would do.
Mm-hmm. See, and I think now at this point where I am, I think I have deal breakers that I would stand 10 toes down on because I've experienced them already.
Yeah, so that's different.
And I know the feeling. So it's like Yeah, no, I'm cool on that.
Yeah, see,
You
that's
know
different.
what I mean? Like, I'm straight.
Yeah, and I've like, I mean, to my recollection, I've never been cheated on.
Yeah, it's
You know what
fair.
I'm saying?
It's fair.
That's to my recollection.
Do you think you've ever been cheated on?
I don't-
Ever in life, in any relationship?
Yes.
Yeah.
You think?
I believe. I believe.
Okay, well, at least you ain't in denial about
like,
that.
Like,
Yeah.
We all
like high
have.
school
One
stuff
hundo.
and
One
like,
hundo.
but like I said, I don't,
As an adult,
I
no.
don't, like I said, I don't think so. But like I said, I don't.
Let's just go with that.
Yeah,
Let's just
I
go
don't-
with
like
that.
I said, I
yeah,
don't, you know, hey,
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Hey, breaking news. No. We all have. No.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? I
Don't
still-
even want to think about it. Don't even want to think about it.
I mean, like if I was to find out now,
Yeah.
it would be like, okay, it is what it is. Like there would just be a minute of like, damn.
Would you be mad?
I mean, like I said, there would be a moment I'm like, damn, that's messed up.
Yeah.
Going about my day.
Yeah.
Like that's how removed I
I'll
am.
just be like, I
from it.
know.
Yeah. Hey, yeah.
I'm not
Like,
surprised.
all right, yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
But like I said, so I don't necessarily, like I said, I have things that I would say. I mean, I don't even have a lot of things.
Uh-huh.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, be faithful. Don't put your hands on me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying now putting your hands on me, I wouldn't necessarily that be a deal breaker
Uh-huh.
if like something was to happen like that.
Yeah.
But you can't think in your mind that that's how you're going to be.
Yeah.
That's more so my thing.
I got you.
So for instance, like if your mindset is, hey, I'm going to put my hands on you, you know what I'm saying? And like I'm in for real. Like, cause some
Hey,
people,
first of all, somebody, if I'm like in a relationship with somebody or like dating and thinking about it, and they like, yeah, like, no, that's
Hey, when we beef,
that's a possibility.
I'm gonna put my hands on you.
like, bitch, what are you talking
but
about?
see,
No,
but like I said, like, but people don't say these things.
100%.
But people
yeah.
act these things out.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna tell you, man, abuse is start small.
Hey, fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Abuse
Real
starts
talk.
small, man. So just like you walking, no, y'all have an argument, and you walk, and she walk past you and bump you, like no, you can't bump
you a
me.
little more, you know.
If you bump me, that means you think you can hit me.
Yeah, no, but for real though.
So what I'm saying is like you have to understand. Like we have to like talk about this.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we
yeah.
have to like. I need to know that you know that this is not going to be a common thing in our
Yeah,
relationship.
like, why are you bucking me? Like, what's happening right now?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like
crazy.
somebody saying like, "Yeah, I'm gonna cheat on you."
Right.
Yeah, like
Like, all right, well, thanks for letting me know.
Right.
This is where I bow out.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, and that, you know, and that was one of the things for me. I didn't know it was a deal breaker for me to get hands put on me until it happened. I didn't know. Then it happened. I'm like, man, hell no. I'm not okay with
You've
this.
been through some mess.
Especially for no reason. I'm like, man, what the hell I look like sticking around? You put your hands on me for no reason.
Or B.
And now, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm not sticking
I'ma
around
tell
for
you,
that.
bro.
I'm not
Hey,
sticking around for it.
I would tell you, humble man, you a good dude, bro.
No,
You-
F that.
No. I'm gonna tell you, like you a good dude, bro. And I'm saying it's just like I say that because I feel like I'm not gonna like this. Is what I'm
I'm about
gonna
to
say.
say relax. I
was gonna say some names, but
Oh Lord,
not
Jesus,
not
no.
like that.
Good Lord.
What I'm saying is there are people who get done things get done to them, and you be like, okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
No, I get it.
Like dude be out here, or you know what I'm saying? Like do stuff, but like with you, bro,
That's crazy.
like you like a good dude, and it's like you don't be doing stuff. You ain't out here.
Oh, man.
So I feel like when somebody does like when that stuff happens to you, it's like an ultimate wrong.
It's like,
Right.
man, wait a minute.
Because
I didn't do anything.
like you were literally, like I say this all the time. I tell people this, bro. Like no lie, you are the best guy I know.
Hey, that's too much. Relax.
Like you are. The way
Very
you handle
mean.
yourself, definitely in relationships,
got
bro.
me.
I'm like, yeah, hey,
You got me. I ain't gonna even front you.
You know I'd have been in jail.
You got me, bro.
You say you would have been in jail?
You know it.
I don't think I wouldn't be in. I wouldn't.
Yeah. No, I don't think you would be in jail. No. No. Honestly. If that had happened to you, you think you would have, like, retaliated?
You know I'm 0 to 100.
I don't think you would have.
Nah, telling you.
I don't know. I don't see you doing that.
No. Like, you get physical with me? I've told women this.
Okay.
I'm not the one for that.
Okay. Fair enough.
You put yourself in that position. I can't tell you how I'm going to react.
Okay.
Now I'm not like I'm never going to.
You're
this
not
shit.
saying you. Yeah.
And my thing is I'm going to try to walk away. Mm-hmm. That's going to be my first thing. Mm-hmm. But I'm not getting my ass beat by nobody.
Fair. It's fair.
I don't.
Yeah.
And
I don't see anything wrong with that.
Like I'm not about to. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and just wail on you.
Yeah.
I'm not going. I'm not going to do that.
Give him a little shake.
But I'm going to get you off of me.
Yeah, it's fair.
Because I'm not about to sit there and take that from nobody.
Yeah. Nah, real talk.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Like,
I ain't mad at it.
like
So let's
nobody.
just keep our hands to ourselves.
So just
Let's
keep your
our
hands to yourself.
ourselves.
Like I said,
let's talk
It's
out our
easy.
problems and let's walk away
Easy.
if we think we're going to get physical.
and that's what, like, before I get to that point, when I get to the point that I feel like even my words may get disrespectful,
Yeah.
I leave.
No, that's real. Yeah.
I'm not gonna do like I don't feel like, and it may be. And I mean, I recall. I don't feel like any woman out there can ever say that like I cussed them out, I called them out their name.
Right.
Like before
yeah.
I get to that point where I feel like I'm about to lose it like that, it is time for me to go.
Hey, that's facts. Yeah.
Time for me to get off the phone. Time for me to leave the situation. Definitely now.
Yeah.
Like now, because I got daughters.
Right.
Yeah.
And I can't talk to anybody a way that I would get offended and mad if somebody talked to them that way.
Yeah.
Fair. Mm-hmm.
So I can't grow up and they start dating stuff and somebody disrespect them and then I get all mad when I go rough dude up if that's what I'm out here doing.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
That's real.
So it's but keep your hands to yourself, check your words. But going back to the question, I feel like deal breakers is just so hard to stand on something that you've never experienced.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's, it goes back to, like I said, when everybody talking about, like, when they get into a fight or something happens, man, I'm going to punch this dude in the face or I'm going to do all this. And then
Till you get punched in the face.
seeing people who said that in these situations when they do nothing.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, no, you don't know what you're going to do in that situation.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be the toughest guy in the world until you stand about somebody who got some hands and say they want to put their hands on you.
Now you apologizing.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like
them two dogs that was barking crazy in between the fence.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
and then
They was going
open up.
crazy and the fence opened up and they was both like.
They both relaxed.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
you know what I'm saying? They
About to
want to
get
take
real.
it there. So it's just like when you're in a situation, that's when you can find out what your true, you know what I'm saying, how you going to lean.
Yeah.
But so like right now, I can sit up here, off pillows and daffodils. Yeah, this is my deal breaker, and I'm never going to stand for that.
Yeah.
But until it happens,
Yeah.
just like Rece said.
tough.
So I do agree. I do agree with Rece.
Like if I love you and I'm in a relationship, I love you enough to have a conversation around it. I don't mean I love you enough to stay through it.
Yeah.
But I do love you enough to have a conversation about it.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
And I can totally see that. I can totally see a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? After Now I will say that conversation is not going to be immediate.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a moment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's not going to be immediate. It's I have to be able to. I have to get ready to listen.
Yeah.
Because like in the heat of things, like sometimes we're ready to like hear somebody and then respond, but to actually
still in
listen
attack
to
mode.
someone
Yeah.
and not
that's
trying to
something different.
respond, like that is hard to do.
Absolutely.
And so you might, I know I'm gonna need some time,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah. All right, is you rolling?
is
Is
you
you
rolling?
rolling? All
Who's
right.
going first?
Is you rolling? Is you rolling? Is you
Who's
rolling?
going? Humble, you go first.
All right. Let's see what we got. Yeah. And I got a couple up here.
All right.
Let's see. Let's go with this one. Most women want to have a wedding day more than her husband. Most women want to have a wedding day more than her husband.
It's the woman's day.
What do you mean by that?
It's not about us. We're just there.
But isn't it about us too?
No.
And we get married too?
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah, we're getting married. But the wedding day, the ceremony,
it's about her.
yeah,
So then you're rolling.
absolutely. I mean, because think about it. And that's not saying like I want to walk down the aisle.
Yeah.
But who do the main attention of that wedding
Yeah,
day,
it's definitely the woman.
everything that is structured about that wedding
Yeah,
is about the bride.
it's true.
No one stands when we walk out there at the beginning.
We just come out.
We just walk out with the pastor.
Silence.
The silence.
Actually, I think did I have music?
It's like a cool song, maybe the DJ playing something.
I think I had a
little
song.
background, a
Yeah.
little background noise.
But our walkout is simply to let them know that the ceremony has started.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's what
Everybody take your seats.
Yeah.
that's what I,
We about to start.
That's
When
when
we
I
come
walk
out,
out.
it's our seats, so everybody take
all
their
right,
seats.
look, this fool is out here.
Yeah.
The rest of it is about to.
It's
you know what
about
I
to
mean?
start.
Like, that's funny.
And she was like, "Oh, where's the
When they're
bride?"
talking about the song and stuff that it's going to play, nobody's like, "Hey, man, what song you want to play when you first walk out?"
Yeah, it's true.
Like it's not about us.
Yeah, it's not.
I think I had a song.
I don't remember honestly. I don't remember at all.
Like the woman gets given away. Like so, she has a special person to walk her down the aisle
Nobody
and give her the way.
God gives us away.
You're right.
There's no ceremony for it.
God gives us away.
Yes. Like, don't got nobody give us away. Like God,
And
God
not
gives
saying
us
'cause
away.
like it feels like all of that would be awkward anyway.
It would be very awkward.
But it would
gives
definitely be
this
awkward because
wife
it's
To
not
this man.
Yeah.
it's not traditional.
Yeah. Or this
Like
man
so
to this wife.
we just walk out, we stand there, and that's all we do.
Mm-hmm.
Then we walk up and take her away from whoever walked her down, and we stand there again.
It's tradition.
It's tradition.
Yeah, it's tradition.
You're not about to come to your person you about to marry like, yeah, this is what I want our colors to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not about to tell. No, she's going to tell you what the colors
They're gonna
are.
run it by
How
you.
involved were you?
They're gonna run it by you like, what do you think?
Yeah.
And that's just to
most
add-
time dudes just like
That's just to
cool.
ask you so they can say that they included you.
Yeah,
I
pretty
was
much.
in-
Because the
Wrong.
moment you say a color that they don't want, it ain't happening.
It ain't happening.
If you be like, nah, I ain't rock. I want
It ain't
these. They're gonna be like, and they don't like it.
It ain't
It
happening.
ain't happening.
I was involved, and my wife did a good job
Mm-hmm.
of letting me think that I was more involved than I was.
That's funny.
You know what I'm saying? She gave me the illusion of like, yeah, you have some say in this.
Yeah,
she made you feel like you
Yeah.
was doing something.
So, and she did
Which
a
is a
really
good
good
thing.
job with that.
Uh-huh.
hey, a great woman knows how to make a man feel like he's in control.
Yeah, like
Even when
like,
he isn't.
like she would say, for instance, like, hey, let's go look at this venue. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And she said, hey, I really like this room. What do you think? And like, of course, it seems like I have the choice to pick another room. I don't, but it seems like I do.
Hey, baby, if you like it, baby, I love
Yeah.
it.
Hey, y'all venue was really nice, by the way. It was
Hey,
very nice.
It was
very nice.
She picked
Yeah.
a good spot.
It was very nice.
But
It really
but like
was.
I said, but like there was an illusion of like, hey, I had more say in it.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, I didn't care. I wanted her to have what she wanted.
That's
Yeah.
most men.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it's just like
absolutely, 100%.
and
whatever-
we think
what-
that way because it's their day.
it's their day.
Like Valentine's Day.
Yeah, we think that way
Yeah.
because in our mind we like this is their day.
Yeah,
Hey, that's funny.
yeah.
So it's true. We're all rolling.
Yeah, we're all like that. It's their day.
It is
we
what
don't,
it
we,
is.
We don't have,
And that's
like,
cool.
That's cool.
It's all right. Don't bother us.
Like
none.
nobody's tripping.
They
Nobody's
get
advocating for it.
immaculate
cool.
dresses.
Yeah.
We get a basic tux.
Yeah, put that black on, stupid.
Yeah.
Put that tie on.
And put a little.
Shut up and
put
stand there.
Put that black on. Put a different color tie on.
Right.
Put these uncomfortable shoes on.
Yeah.
Oh, God, those shoes
Oh, my
are
shoes
the
were
worst.
terrible.
Those shoes are the worst.
My shoes were so bad. I was kind of like, why? Like
They
why?
are-
Like I should have.
It's like walking on bricks.
They
Them
were
mugs is
bad.
horrible.
And we're, just,
And the
and we're
opposite-
standing there the longest.
My wife's shoes were
worst.
comfortable. Like she was comfortable in her shoes.
Of course, because she get to go try different stuff on. We get whatever comes with that tux. We go read.
We get whatever come in the package.
These bogus ass shoes
We
we
get whatever come in the package.
Them old Mickey Mouse shoes they give us. They just put them in a bag.
I remember that one. I remember
Put them in a Ziploc bag.
that's
That's trash.
That tux for.
When I got.
Oh God. It was the worst experience I've
was.
ever been with.
She's no longer in business.
She was.
Dang, word.
It was the worst experience because, like,
She's no longer. She's not in business, bro.
when I went to go try it on, I was like, "Yeah, this ain't working. This ain't working. This, it'll be okay."
That's what she told you?
It's the same thing. Like I remember, so I think it was easy. It was somebody else. Like they stuff was like wasn't fitting, and it was like the pants was too big, and
Trying
it
to
was just
support,
like
man.
the
Trying to
jacket
support,
was.
man.
It was
Didn't
bad.
last.
It was
Like
a
my
really
marriage.
bad experience.
Who got next, man? Did you hear what he said?
Wait, I didn't hear what you said.
Should have
Sarah business didn't last, just like his marriage.
Yikes! I'm not going to comment on that. I'm just going to go to the next. Is you rolling?
Should have known. Should have known. That was the sign,
It
bro.
was doomed from the start.
It was doom at the wedding.
We never had a chance.
We never had a chance. Like if your tux is bad, like the wedding's
Oh,
gonna
come
be
on, guys. It's jokes. It's funny.
Yeah,
Yeah, have a laugh.
funny but real.
Who next,
I
man?
think that's the
Laugh
scary
in my
part.
face.
That's
ahead,
too
Lo.
funny, man.
All right, we go. All right, is you rolling? Having sexual history with someone does not give you an open pass to grope their private parts without an invitation every time you see them.
This is true.
I'm rolling.
I'm rolling.
And if you're not rolling, it's weird.
Yeah, I'm absolutely rolling. It's pervy. You know what I mean? However,
Whenever you
And I'ma
see
say
him,
this.
it's the hard
Okay.
part.
I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
There have been times
Yeah.
where that has happened to me, though.
Because
How did
women
you
don't
receive
care.
Well, we're not talking about how I received it. We're just talking about it being inappropriate.
I think women are the only ones that have a problem.
Don't you grope me because we have sexual history. I don't want you touching me in that kind of way. We don't have sex anymore.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you
Maybe
like
I
this.
have morals.
Maybe she's trying to have sex with you again.
Well, I am not. look like that. Bottom line, I'm rolling. It's weird. Men, don't be out here just groping women. Even if y'all have a sexual history. Chill.
I'm gonna tell you this.
What's in the past ain't what's now.
If y'all don't talk like that, and y'all are not cool, and y'all don't speak, and y'all don't have that type of relationship anymore, if you just go up to them and like grab their booty
It's
or touch their breast,
weird.
like that's very. I don't.
It's a mad audacity.
Violation. Like, it's just weird.
To think that just because we've been there before,
Yeah.
that I still have this kind of act. Like, definitely, like, you don't know what she in right now. She could be in a
She might
whole
be married,
full-blown
in a
relationship, married.
or whatever.
That's a quick way to get knocked out.
Yeah, and if you did get knocked out or smacked,
You deserve
it's
it.
fair. You deserve it. I'm sorry.
Listen,
it's weird.
I'm gonna tell you this.
I wonder if that happened to the person that wrote.
I know, right? Probably so.
If you're doing like I'm thinking like you need to be on some type of registry. Bro.
No, seriously.
like
it's weird behavior.
Like people need to look out for you.
Like, you out here like a dog in heat. Relax. Chill.
It's just like
Take a cold shower or something.
I don't know, man. Like
It's
you,
weird
like you,
behavior.
like I don't know. I don't.
I don't
It's
know,
weird.
like, who would do that.
Yeah,
Apparently, somebody.
like
apparently men is out here gross.
you just going up. Like, I don't know. And plus, like, what if they're in another relationship?
Yeah,
I'm saying.
You run the risk of being killed.
Right. Facts. No, seriously.
And I'm telling you,
You do.
because, and I say this, man, because literally it's the old saying: people have been killed for less.
I'm saying.
and you're
Real
going
talk.
to, like, you're going to cause a problem in that relationship anyway, because if somebody just come up and grope my lady as if they're supposed to do this, first of all, I'm like,
Dear Lord, dear Lord.
I'm almost going. I'm gonna have to look at her like, what just made him feel comfortable enough to
Nah,
do this?
facts. Yeah. No, real talk.
Like, y'all need like, cause it's like,
Yeah, he too comfortable.
I don't
Yeah.
even know.
well, you're gonna be able to tell from her reaction.
Yeah. No, facts.
Yeah. Dear Lord.
She better snap.
Dear Lord.
Snap and smack.
Please, God. Never happen. Never happen.
Los is gonna be in jail.
I wouldn't.
I would.
I wouldn't be in jail.
Listen, both me and Rece are saying we would be in jail. For
So
you to
we
say you
know.
wouldn't is crazy. You would be in jail.
You already tried to fight a bouncer over less.
Stop. First of all,
way
why
less.
we always gotta go?
Over way
Why
less.
we always have to go there?
I mean,
Because
because
it's
Can we
truth.
just not go there?
It's the truth.
you try to fight a whole
Fighting
bouncer,
a bouncer
over
is
less.
crazy.
Because no one has ever won those fights.
What kind of menace are you?
Listen,
And this
bro.
man was like 7'2". A
Listen.
good 320. Dude was huge.
It is what it is. Stop. Let me stop. I'm not even trying to
Listen,
go
It'd have
there.
been so many
That dude
bouncers
would have
coming.
been able to take on 3 of us.
He was about to find out.
Yeah, we
Hey,
will.
man,
So,
what is your issue?
so
Roland?
were we.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen,
I
y'all
don't know
didn't,
what
y'all didn't
he's
have to do nothing. I was Gucci. You know what I'm saying?
When that fool started putting hands on you, wouldn't have been Gucci.
when,
Anyway,
no,
let me
it's when,
stop.
it's
Stop.
when,
Let me, because I'm getting all.
it's when those
you know what
13
I'm
bouncers
saying?
come out the woodwork.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Now,
I said.
now his friends coming out the back,
Now we all getting tossed
getting
up and
stomped
tossed around.
around.
Listen, man. Y'all thought we was gonna take a L that night?
Bro, listen, I have total confidence in all our hands. I've never seen in a club where somebody goes against the bouncers and win.
Never. Not
because,
once.
Because there's always more than what you have accounted for.
Facts. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, man.
And they're sober.
And considering where
I
we
was
were,
sober.
considering where we were, I'm sure these aren't just like regular dudes off the street. They knew some stuff. They knew some stuff. Look at where we were.
Keep your hands to yourself.
What shit is you rolling, man?
I don't know what to tell you. Keep your hands to yourself.
What shit is you rolling?
That's all I'm gonna
just-
say
just
about
ready
that.
for the fisticuffs.
Let's talk music. I seen somebody talking about music.
Okay.
I feel it's fair.
You can't name 7 hip hop artists
7.
that can beat T.I. in the verses.
I can.
In the verses. We ain't talking about can rap better or whatever. In the verses. 7.
I can.
Is you rolling with it? So you're saying you're not rolling with it?
No, I'm not. I feel like I can name, so I guess I'm not.
So you're not rolling?
Okay, yeah.
So name 7.
Name 7. Yeah. Okay. Wayne, Jay. Those 2.
Okay.
Who else? I feel like J. Cole can.
No.
I feel like he can. Who else?
I'm rolling with that.
He ain't got enough hits.
I'm rolling with J. Cole.
Yeah.
How many albums J. Cole got?
A lot. J. Cole has
If we
a lot
include
of albums.
mixtapes,
Yeah,
a
you
few
can
albums.
If we include
mixtapes.
mixtapes, then you include T.I.'s mixtapes, and that's
Yeah, and I
even
still-
better.
See,
see, I don't know enough about his mixtapes to even.
T.I.
have
got
an
enough
opinion.
albums that he don't even need his mixtape to get J. Cole out here.
Yeah, I've never really listened to T.I., so I can't really formulate an opinion, honestly.
I think Eminem can.
Nah. Not enough hits.
He has his hits are
His
better
hits
than
are
T.I.'s
hits.
hits.
I can see why somebody would say that.
How about I'll give you Eminem. That's
What's
3.
that, 4? You ain't giving them J. Cole?
Not at all.
Okay.
J. Cole.
J. Cole a hang.
Easy. J. Cole easy.
Nah, man, he
That's-
ain't been any
that's
long
easy.
enough.
Who else? I can't really think. I'm trying to think.
Pac?
Yeah, no, you said you was confident with your 7.
No,
So I'll give you J. Cole because you're stuck at 4 right now.
Pac?
I'll give you 5.
yeah, I give you Tupac easy.
Let's talk alive.
Alive. Okay.
Because everybody going to go Tupac over anybody because he's dead.
No, I know. I mean, there's people that
Dead.
that can get Pac out of here, but
I'll
T.I.'s
give you
not one
5.
of them.
You're at 4, right?
Biggie. If you want to talk dead people,
They're dead. And Biggie can't. He doesn't
Yeah.
have enough hits.
Yeah, let's go Alive.
He had only
and I
2
wouldn't give him
albums.
Biggie either.
he's just so much
Drake.
superior than him.
Drake.
Drake can.
Mm-hmm.
So we're
Yeah,
at
see, I
5.
didn't even think of Drake.
That's what I'm saying. So you're at 5.
yeah.
So give
No,
me 2
more than 5.
Future.
No.
Yes.
Future getting T.I. out of here.
Nah.
You don't think so?
Nope.
Yeah.
I'd say Future.
It'll be a great versus.
Future can get him out of here.
Y'all are discounting the number of albums. That,
And again, I don't really listen to T.I.
Yeah.
So I can't really, you know what I mean?
Ludacris.
Ludacris would
Ooh, I like that.
That would be.
Ooh, I like that.
I would
Yeah.
love that battle.
50?
Yeah.
Nope. Not long enough.
50 could get T.I. out of here.
After Get Rich Die Trying, tell me what else is going to get anybody out here. Exactly.
Yeah, so that's 7.
So you got J, M,
Yeah.
Drake,
Yeah. Cole.
Cole.
Who else I say? Who else I say?
Future.
Future. Ludacris.
Mm-hmm.
Need one more.
I mean, I don't know. People might say Kendrick Lamar. I wouldn't.
I'm not asking what you're saying.
Yeah.
You said
I
with
wouldn't
you,
say
and I know
that.
you're
I
not
wouldn't-
saying
yeah,
Kendrick.
I wouldn't
so.
say that.
I wouldn't even say Kendrick.
I don't know. I can't think of another person.
You know what I mean? So you was close.
I can't think of another person. But another person is out there. I'm just not thinking. I didn't even think of Drake. So, like,
Yeah,
I'm
that's not something I can answer off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But if I could do some looking, there are definitely 7 I can name that I
Yeah.
believe can get T.I. out of here.
I'll come back with him.
Okay, I'll come back with it.
Because
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you that if you really go look at his catalog when you're doing your looking,
I know his catalog.
See, and I don't.
you don't
yeah,
like
I-
T.I. So
Yeah, I don't know.
there's a difference. And we talking verse. And that's why I said we talking verses. We're talking hits.
Mm-hmm.
Do you say Jay?
Yeah, we said that
said
was the first
Jay.
person you named.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now here's who I'm going to give you.
Okay.
That I feel like, and when I say get out of here, I don't know like get out of here is good, but can hang.
Mm-hmm.
Jay would get him out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Wayne would get him out of here.
Okay.
Drake could get him out of here.
Yes.
Kanye will get him out of here.
I'm rolling.
Yeah. Okay. So
So those are 4 that I will say will get him
I'm
out.
telling you, Future is getting T.I. out of here.
that could be my other person then. You
You
get
didn't
Kanye.
think about him. So I named Kanye.
No, but what I'm saying is there are 7 people though.
So those are my 4 that I feel like can get him out of here.
Uh-huh.
Now then it comes to like who can I feel like with Hang, Future, and Luda.
Definitely.
Luda getting them out of here.
That's 6 right there, though.
Yeah.
I feel like Luda would get T.I. out of here.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
I don't
Yes.
know, but it'll be close. That's what I'm saying. It
Luda
will-
got hits, bruh.
But because you don't listen to T.I., you're discounting the hits that T.I. has.
Which is true.
I listen to Luda and T. Like
'Cause I
everybody,
only know
I'm-
a few of T.I.'s
Everybody
hits, so.
that I'm naming, I've actively listened to outside
Okay.
of Future. But I've
Yeah.
heard enough people talk about Future to know that Future got some
No,
stuff.
he got some songs, boy.
Yeah.
He got some songs. Some hits.
So yeah, I mean, I
But
don't.
you're
like,
talking about a string of 4 great to good albums that T.I. put out, not just songs.
Mm-hmm.
Good to great albums, 4 straight in a row.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
So-
Wouldn't know.
and it's not like I don't. And I would tell you, I don't like T.I. personally.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way he talks and the way he.
I mean, I can see that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like no. I mean, I don't know him personally, but the way he kind of comes off, like I don't like people like that.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I can honestly step aside that and say that T.I. has had some very high quality hits on a string of albums.
Yeah.
And a lot of people can't say that.
And it's like it was a reason people for a minute was calling him Jay-Z of the South. It takes hits to call that man that. Yeah.
It's interesting. Like, I feel like I can't have an opinion on it. I just think it's interesting. That's all.
I gotta go listen to Future
That's just interesting.
because I don't know
And I'm
enough.
not really a Future like I say Future just because I know he's involved in so much stuff.
Yeah.
And he has so much, like he has a good catalog and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as like, you know
Like I
what I'm
said,
saying?
You
Only
ain't
if I-
just like roll in the car and listen to Future.
Yeah.
You might got like a couple songs on his, few songs on like your playlist.
That's what I'm saying.
But,
Like,
just
I
rolling
think
the
it's some
song,
hoods
yeah.
where definitely Future will get him out of here.
Uh huh.
But I think from a mainstream standpoint, it'll be. I ain't gonna say Future will get him out of here. I think it'll be a dope battle.
From a mainstream. Future up there, boy.
Future
He
up there.
up
I'm not discounting
He is
because
up
I've
there.
heard
He
people
up.
talk about, but so is T.I. For a moment, T.I. was running. The
No, he
game.
was. Yeah, definitely. He was.
I just think, like I said, I
Even though I
think,
don't listen to him,
and
but
like
I
I
would see
think
him
T.I.
everywhere.
thinks he's in a higher category than what he is.
I think because the number of great albums he put together in a row.
But you have to know that you're not messing with Wayne, Jay,
I
and
think
Drake.
he knows that though.
No, he doesn't.
You don't
I
think
think
so?
he believes he's up there. But again, for a minute, people were literally saying that
Like,
he was.
I get
like
that,
people were saying
but-
he was Jay-Z. Like when you put together a string, it's hard to put together one good album. Mm-hmm. When you put together 4, what people consider good until he got locked up. Mm-hmm. When you start talking about what was it, trap music, T.I. versus T.I.P., The King, like dude had a solid 4-album run. Mm-hmm. You can't say that for too many artists.
No, 100%, absolutely. Yeah.
You and
the artists you can say that for is Kanye, Jay, Wayne, and Drake.
And Eminem. Like
I give him a 3 album
every
run.
album he's come out with has been crazy as far as numbers.
Numbers wise, yes.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, like numbers wise, and then the hits that he's had have been hits.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like you can't really discredit him for.
I ain't discredit. I think M will give anybody a run in the battle. I ain't gonna say anybody just gonna get M out of here.
It's
like,
just,
I don't know too many who would.
That just get him out of that you could like get him out of here.
because you got to think
I
about
think
you got to think about like his like
Jay,
that,
Wayne, and Kanye
that
and
soundtrack
Drake.
he had to his movie. That 8 Mile soundtrack was crazy.
It was really good.
You got to think about the stuff that he
I
had
forgot
on
about
like
Urban
Dre
Legend.
stuff, like that 2001.
Mm-hmm.
That was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So like he has so many, so I'll confidently say that Eminem would get him out of here. Like I don't even think the competition would be close.
I think it'd be a
honestly.
close competition. I think it'd be.
Not with Eminem. I respectfully disagree.
Like
But
I said, only people
will
I feel
say,
like that just consistently get anybody out of here that can only stand on stage with each other is Jay, Wayne, and Kanye, and Drake. I think if any of those 4 go against anybody but those 4, they get everybody out of here.
I mean that's fair. That's fair.
I'm trying to think of some other artists out there.
Not
But,
not
yeah,
nobody
just-
that's gonna hang with those 4.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With those, I mean, that's not
it's
what
not.
I'm saying.
It's not gonna happen.
And
Not
I,
with
and
them,
I-
no,
and I
no
think
thought.
it's like you have to go with like as a whole because you could go to a coast and maybe say a person, but not
and
overall.
not overall. You can go
Because
to-
like somebody on the East probably would say Nas,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think Nas has the hits to go against T.I. But if you go to some East Coast people, they're gonna say Nas. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, absolutely.
If you go to, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
You go to New Orleans, they might tell you Master P. Get
can
him
you
out of here.
count? Can you count
He
Dr.
did have a
Dre?
lot of
Can you put
projects.
Dr. Dre against?
Nah, I
Nah.
wouldn't.
If
I mean, even
if you
though-
put everything that Dr. Dre has touched,
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
like as a
Yeah.
producer.
Because I
but,
think that's what people like kind of go with. Like,
if you go on producer, then and Dre, I think when we start talking Dr. Dre, you guys are talking like the Jermaine Dupri's, the Diddy's,
yeah,
the Timberlands,
right?
and go that route with a Dr. Dre. If you just if you go with just everything Dr. Dre has touched, he's getting a lot of people out of here.
Facts. A whole lot of people.
Like
Everybody.
like
He's
for
getting
real.
everybody out of here.
You start talking
Yeah.
about producers, and like
Sheesh.
you talk because
And-
Jermaine Dupri get some people out of here. You start talking about everything
Jermaine
he's
Dupri got a
touched.
lot of people out of here. Like Jermaine
Just
Dupri
all-
has.
He got hip hop and
Yeah,
R&B.
he's
Yes.
done way too much.
So
And-
yeah,
and-
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like
And like just like with Drake, like Drake has written stuff and did stuff with people
That's
that
facts.
you probably like I'm not saying y'all, but I'm saying like a person wouldn't probably even know like, oh, Drake wrote that.
No,
Or-
absolutely.
Or
yeah.
Drake had a part in that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he got a hand in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
all right, let's talk our podcast, man.
Yeah.
let's talk.
We've been going an hour and 6 minutes. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's good. That's good though.
Good convo.
All right.
All right, so let's talk about like, listen, man. We've been on this for 3 years.
3 years, man.
Clap it up for
Hey,
us.
give it up for 3 years.
Trey
man.
years, man. That's good stuff, man. That's good stuff. A lot of people don't last as long in podcasting.
Hey, real talk.
Episode 2.
Nah.
They be done.
Yeah, no,
Hey,
real
listen.
talk.
I mean, listen.
Yeah, 3 years is a long
That's
time.
because they go for quick success.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Or maybe they just got tired of it.
Yeah.
And I can see that. I could definitely see that.
I mean, I can see if you are podcasting with people you only kind of mess with or just kind of doing it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like if you're a podcaster with people that you're like kind of like a coworker type of podcast, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all just come together for podcasting,
right?
That can get old real fast.
100%.
Like I can definitely see that get old.
Absolutely.
Like 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 you don't mess with these people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know I couldn't do that.
Yeah,
for 3
I
years.
definitely couldn't. No. Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like just doing it, but being with people that you actually mess with and like cool with,
Right.
yeah,
It makes a different experience.
Yeah.
So like
absolutely.
when we started this podcast,
Uh-huh.
how did this podcast come about? What was
we
I think. Well, first of all, I think it had been in the talks for a while.
It had. No, it definitely
It had
had.
been in talks for a while, and y'all, if I'm remembering correctly,
Uh-huh.
I believe I had a podcast
You did.
with someone, and I believe y'all were talking about doing a podcast
We were.
we were?
while I was doing that podcast.
Yeah, shout out to the Same Difference podcast.
Same different podcast.
Clap
you
it
know
up for
what I'm
y'all.
saying?
Was we talking about doing
For
one?
y'all. No, we were.
We were talking about doing more like a talk showish.
Was it talk showish?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That I don't remember.
All I remember y'all talking about doing something,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, "Yeah, I'm on it." Like I'm on, like, and we was
Yeah.
talking about how it would be.
Because
But
I
was
remember
like,
you saying you wanted to do both of them.
yeah, I
Yeah.
was going to do both of them. There was no way I was not going to be a part of it.
Yeah, that's
She was
funny.
definitely not allowing you to do both.
Absolutely not.
Listen,
Absolutely.
be that as it may. But it was just like,
make it happen.
Right.
listen. I was like, I'm a guest every week, you know.
Yeah.
But I think so. That's kind of so. I think that we already kind of knew that a podcast was possible
Sure.
because like we knew that Humble knows how to get everything together to run it.
We was gonna call it like the man cave or the cave.
Yeah.
Remember?
Oh, that would have
Man
been trash
cave.
too.
Yeah.
But somebody came out with a podcast called The Man
Yeah,
Cave,
that's
or
what
a show or something.
That's what made
on
us go a
BET.
different route because we was
Yeah.
looking.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I got a logo made for it and all that.
Right. I remember that. Yeah.
I mean,
Like the cave, it was about to happen.
Yeah, it was going to happen,
Oh man, that's hilarious.
and then it didn't.
But yeah, I think at that time, I know we were all either divorced or kind of like in the midst.
In the midst.
So
When this started, I think we were all
Mine wasn't final yet when it started.
okay.
it wasn't.
Yeah, mine
It
wasn't.
wasn't.
final
Yours
yet.
wasn't done yet.
Yeah,
Dang.
mine was done.
This was mine.
Yeah.
Yours was done.
Yours wasn't completely done when we first started.
It wasn't.
Not yet.
You sure?
I
What
don't
was our
think so.
first episode? Let me look real quick. Y'all talk. while
I
look
know.
at it.
I know mine wasn't done because mine was last.
Uh-huh.
Mine was first. So
Yeah.
mine was
uh-huh.
done. So yeah.
I'm gonna look. Y'all keep talking, man.
So it's kind of awkward.
No, just
But
go for it. Yeah.
but yeah. So I know mine. I know for sure mine was first.
No, mine was done.
Oh, yours was done.
So our first episode was January 16th, 2020.
Really?
I got divorced in October 2019.
My first. That wasn't last year.
2020
I
is
said
2023, bro.
Yeah.
You've been doing this for 3 years, bro. What do you mean? What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
January
You
16th
said
was our first
2020,
episode.
I heard 22.
Oh,
that's-
okay.
I'm saying, man. I
Yeah,
think I might be a little dyslexic or something. I don't know. I might have a disorder. I don't know.
But yeah, so yeah, mine was done.
Yeah, mine wasn't.
Okay.
You said January 2020?
January 16th, 2020. That was our first episode, Rejected Proposal. Which is a hilarious episode, by
mug
the way.
was
If you haven't heard it,
phenomenal.
Yeah.
go back and listen to the very first episode.
I can't remember.
It was
when
funny.
When did I get? I don't remember. My,
Yours was before Humble.
listen,
It was before mine.
Listen, I don't remember a lot of like.
I think mine
Like,
happened in.
I can't really recall a lot.
It's fair. It's
and
fair.
I promise you,
It's
sometimes
fair.
I try to remember, but like I believe I put a mental block
no,
on a
you
lot
just
of
blocked
this
it
stuff.
out. It's
Hey,
fair.
listen,
I ain't
like-
mad at it.
Like I cannot remember a lot.
I ain't
a
mad
lot
at
of
it,
that
man. I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, so we definitely was good and running before mine
Okay.
was official.
So when y'all first got on the podcast, like I said, first of all, the name of our podcast was Talk That Ish.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then we changed it, and there have been
September
some people.
2020.
There's been some people that have said like, "Hey, why'd y'all change your names? Like, what made y'all change your names?"
Uh-huh.
And I think, in my opinion, I feel like we changed our names because we were at different places.
Sure.
Like when we first started this podcast, I couldn't imagine calling it Talk That Real.
Not at all.
Like
Why not?
I just don't feel like that was where
It was real?
We were,
Yeah,
but we were like, if you go back and listen to those episodes, you could tell a place that we were in.
You know what? Honestly, I feel like we joked a lot more.
I mean, we definitely joked a lot more.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the thing about it, and I think like the evolution of the podcast came like when we first started, of course, in a sense, we were all single.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Because even though like my divorce wasn't final till like September of that year, it had already been, said that this was going to happen. We were just waiting for the court date.
Yeah.
In a
Uh-huh.
sense.
Right.
And COVID kind of threw all of that,
Absolutely.
moved it back some.
Yeah.
So it was just like we were all single.
Mm-hmm.
So we was just talking stuff.
Yeah.
And we was all coming out of a divorce.
Right.
So it was a little probably jade. I ain't gonna say resentment.
I was about to say, was it do y'all think we was jaded at
A
the
little
time?
bit. It was a little bit in there. We
You
did
think so?
listen.
I gotta go back and listen.
I'm gonna tell you. I mean, I know for myself.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't in a good place.
Well, yeah.
Like what we
in a
thought
place-
about relationships and the thought of getting into another one
Uh-huh.
and being open to another one, none of us was there. We was kind of like F a relationship at that moment. When we started the podcast, we was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I can't admit
Which is
that.
fair, though.
I can't admit
At that time?
Yeah.
That's
at,
absolutely
At that
fair.
time, yeah, that's what we
Yeah.
was. So we was literally just talking ish.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We was doing a relationship podcast in the sense where we didn't care nothing about being in a relationship.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
But we kept it real. It was real talk.
Yeah,
But it was
yeah.
like it was still from a place where it was just a lot of like I was probably very, very, very. I ain't gonna even say it. Never mind. Y'all go ahead.
Hold on, no. What was you gonna say? We hear it now.
Cause like my lady now even say that even stuff that I was doing then, and she's like, you were very arrogant on that podcast.
Uh-huh.
And I think my mindset now has shifted a lot. 'Cause
Okay.
Then coming out of like the divorce and going through the divorce and all that, like I was just like, man, can't tell me nothing. I'm just doing my thing.
Uh-huh.
Skip all of y'all. I know what I bring to the table.
I don't feel like. I don't feel like
I'm that guy. That's how I feel.
it's kind of okay. So
I don't know if you were talking like that though.
this is
Maybe I gotta go back and listen.
I'm trying to put this correctly.
Uh-huh.
I feel like that you were exuding something, but I feel like what was really you is you're speaking from that point now.
Yeah. Like
You know what I'm
what I
saying?
was exuding at that moment was really, in a sense, I didn't want to come across as bothered, hurt, and all of that as I was about what I was going through.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
So what came off was like, I don't want nobody to think that I'm bothered about going through this divorce.
Uh-huh.
I don't want anybody like I'm good.
Yeah.
In the sense, at that moment when we started, I was definitely in a better place than if we would try to start that podcast a year earlier or 6 months earlier.
Sure.
Because I had accepted, but it was still some healing.
And cause like there's a lot, like there are a few people. I mean, there are, of course you know this, but there are people that like said, "Oh, Rece is really arrogant," or
Yeah.
Rece, and that said, Rece is really arrogant. Like told me, like said this stuff to me,
Uh-huh.
and in my comeback, you don't even know him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what my response is like, and I can and my response like I can see how you can say that.
Yeah.
But you don't know him enough to say that.
Mm-hmm.
You know an aspect of it.
But
Right.
it's
Only in the context of the podcast.
It's what I put out.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so that's why I told them, like, I can see you saying that. I can see why you were why you're forming that opinion, but you don't know him for real to form a solid opinion. So when what he's giving off may be arrogant or seem arrogant, but you have to know the person and you have to know the story.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, but people, you know, they only can go off what you put out.
What I put out.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're not invested. They're not. You know what I'm saying? And
cause I remember, I was talking to a young lady, and we had started talking, and she told her friends about the podcast. And then what I was putting out that time, they was like, "Why are you talking to him?" Basically,
Yeah.
like, and where I'm at now, I can go back and listen, look, and I'm like, I can see it.
I gotta go back and listen, man. Cause I don't know, and obviously because I know you, maybe it just didn't seem that deep to me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I mean, and I would say things. There's some things that I still I'll stand on.
Yeah,
on some of it, but
like what? What you standing on?
Like, I'll stand on the fact that y'all know my feeling is that most men can get anybody they want.
Standing on that,
and some people may say that's arrogant. I don't
know if that's arrogance.
I don't say that from an arrogant place.
Yeah,
I just feel like, and I think I said it then, but it probably didn't get articulated or whatever the best way. I feel like if a man truly takes his time and study a woman, and if and it don't mean he can get her right away.
Okay,
but if a man really takes his time to find out what this woman is interested in, what her values are, and he's able to not change himself for it, but find out how if he really wants her,
how he can pull her,
he can.
Okay.
By investing in what she's invested in.
Okay.
But if at that time I know I probably saying like, man can get anybody when he wants.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
he just left it at that.
Yeah. Like I can get whoever, and I probably said it something like probably more personal, like I can get whatever woman I want.
Yeah.
It's probably something I said back then.
Yeah.
And I might have probably felt that at that time.
Sure.
Yeah. And again, it was probably like I want to seem like I'm cool with everything.
Yeah.
That's happened.
Yeah.
How do you feel like you've changed, Humble? Like, do you feel like there's been a shift, or you've been kind of?
Hell yeah, been a lot of shifting. Shit.
I'm talking about as far as the podcast is coming off.
Nah.
But there's been a lot of moving pieces, literally and figuratively. Literally and figuratively.
You know what? I've definitely matured. I think over the past 3 years, I have become more self-aware.
Okay.
And just become more emotionally aware.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so I think just the way, that translates to the podcast, obviously, when we're talking about relationship stuff, it has changed my perspective on a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it's difficult to talk about, relationships and issues of the heart when you're not self-aware yourself.
Yes.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't really understand what's going on within you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I could definitely say over the past 3 years, I've definitely just become more self-aware, which has changed my perspective. Number one, about how I feel about myself.
Yeah.
And then number two, just how I look at relationships in general and how I conduct myself in them. And then also like what I'm looking for.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so, like I said, I just think, as we talk about relationships and the things that, are involved in that, obviously, because all of us speak from personal experience, as all people do, speak from personal experience.
Yeah.
It just comes out. You know what I mean?
How do you think that affected, do you think you're any different on the podcast now than you were when it first started?
Not for real. Yeah, not for real. Now, again, I probably should go back and listen, but I don't know if I'm that different.
I would say you are.
In what way?
I mean, just and as you should be.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And I think we all are, because again, where we were at that point in being single, in a sense, when we were single and just free talking stuff, in a sense, definitely with no plans of getting anything else when we first started.
Yeah.
We was all like, relationships furthest thing from our mind right now. That's kind of where we all were.
Yeah.
Like, for good reason. And I think definitely once we all got into relationships, our conversation had to shift. Like,
Well, yeah.
like so
Definitely.
like definitely. Like I think in the beginning, we were very much more open about like past things and past experience, and definitely like probably sexual conversations or jokes.
Oh, I'm gonna still have them conversations.
Yeah, not you're definitely not as open as we were and free as we were then as we are now.
Well, yeah, but
I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's just being honest. Like, we would talk about stuff then, and for good reason. Like, for me, like, I may have said some things then that I would never say on the show now.
I got you.
Because I wouldn't want anyone to think, like, he's glorifying that while having a woman.
while being in a relationship.
Or think that I'm still in that place.
Right.
While I'm in this place.
Yeah.
And it's like, no. Mm-hmm. Like, so, like, you got to be careful because people's perception is their reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I think the dope thing about it, though, is that as we have evolved, those of us who have been listening to us are able to evolve with us.
Yeah.
And hear and see how, we've evolved and kind of, our thought processes.
And let's talk
and stuff
about
like
Los,
that.
though. Because when
You're
Los,
trying to leave yourself
Yikes.
out.
because
Yeah,
when Los first started the podcast,
trying to leave yourself out. Mm-hmm.
his mindset was, I would never be married again.
That is true.
He the first one who got remarried.
That's true. Man, I'm gonna tell you.
Tell us more, Carlos.
I'm gonna tell you one. I think one of the biggest things about me is that a lot of my anger has subsided.
That's good, man.
And it's
I ain't
not
mad at
really-
that, man. I was about to clap it up.
It's not really like an anger towards someone.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a anger and like I was.
He was angry.
Yeah, angry about life.
I was more so mad about like the trajectory of my life.
Mm-hmm.
It's not what I thought it was gonna be.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was pissed off about that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so I talked from a place of agitation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like that's where I spoke from.
Uh-huh.
And then I can remember just really that kind of going away.
Yeah.
And just me saying, hey, I need to deal with this.
Mm.
And I think that's when I kind of like slowly started like being able to entertain the thought of like not being because that took a while.
Yeah.
But like just entertain the fact that I'm good and like this is not the end all be all.
Yeah. That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
But I think my conversation, I kind of think a lot of my conversations is the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think your conversation changed much because you was always reserved. And I think you still are that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we used to literally, in a sense, and still do, be like, Los, talk more, open up more. And, like, you try to keep, like, Los is a surface dude, man.
Damn. Why you put that on your jacket like that, man?
Am I wrong, B? Like, when it comes, like, he's not surface with us.
Yeah, I was about to say, not with us,
If we turn
but,
his camera
yeah.
and these mics off, Los is not surface with us at all.
Yeah.
But how he puts himself out there to the world, he's going to give y'all what he wants you to know and nothing
Which
more.
is fair. It's fair.
I ain't mad. I probably should be more like Los.
I was about to say, it's fair. I think me and you are just a little bit more.
We too damn open.
Yeah. Listen, I have a problem with that. I be telling too much information.
talk too much.
You know what I mean? Like, dude, like you ain't gotta be that transparent. But you know what? I attribute that to music.
Yep.
Me and you are very transparent in our music. And it just kind of, you know what I mean? But
Start telling somebody else's story in my music.
fair.
I don't know. I think like with me, man, I'm really
You really what?
like I'm trying to. I've never made it a habit of telling people their inner workings of me.
Okay.
I have usually been the person that other people confide in me and talk to me.
Got you. I feel that.
But I
yeah.
never really had like I never like that wasn't my thing of like having people to really pour into and talked like that too.
Makes sense.
So so it's just like that was kind of out of practice. Like I did that, and then I said that I'm good this way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like sometimes like my mind, if like when I'm a certain like this, I do it with different things. Like I'm good this way, and so when and just like when people be like when we're out somewhere and we're talking, people and people have like their wild stories or their conversations, things like that. I'm not going to participate in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just because that's just not my thing. I listen and I laugh and all that.
Barely.
But I'm not barely. Yeah, it's absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But I could get on my phone. I can chill. I could just exist. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's just not me. You know what I'm saying? But I've learned over these years that I do need to be open. I need to open up more and be able to, you know what I'm saying? So like right now, like
if I think you were open now on the podcast.
Yeah, let's say
100%.
Like
I totally agree.
Ask me something or like a question, like I don't mind answering it, but I do have things that I stand on firmly. Like I'm not going to tell any story that's going to divvy into another person's story.
Right.
But
you shouldn't.
You know what I'm saying?
That totally makes sense.
And so a lot, like that's like a lot of people they kind of ask me about stuff like that. Like I can only tell you something to a point.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when that point leads into somebody else, then I'm out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Fair. Yeah, it's definitely
and
fair.
So, but I hope to be more open and to be more of like sharing more on the podcast. I feel like I'm more open on podcasts.
You absolutely
now.
are.
I think you are
No,
now
you
more than you've ever been.
Yeah.
Like, and I think that's a growth. And I know I definitely dial back some. I think because when you're in a relationship versus when you're not, you have to be careful that things aren't perceived a certain way.
Yeah.
Like and that's been the biggest thing for me. Like I don't ever want her to listen.
Yeah.
Or somebody that maybe knows her to listen and take something the wrong way.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like, and I think I've explained this to her, like, hey, this is an entertainment platform.
Right.
So sometimes we're gonna play the devil advocate, or I may say something off the wall just to spark a conversation.
Right.
So I'm like, know me enough to know when that is and when that's not.
And then understanding like I'm never gonna say anything that would, make you look bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And understand that you can have a conversation with me about it, but don't come to me as like, hey, this is how you are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a podcast. Like you said, it's a podcast. It's a platform. And then there's, you can inquire like, hey, what made you? I've never heard you say this, or what? I can be like, hey, it's a podcast, and everybody, they both had these two opinions, so I tried to go the opposite of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But honestly, mainly what I say is how I feel. I mean,
and I think we've all been careful, and sometimes, like for our listeners, sometimes if you don't see an episode that week. Maybe one of us was going through something in a relationship, and we didn't want that to spill over into our opinions on the show that day.
Oh yeah, it's definitely happened.
That's happened.
It's happened a few times.
Yeah.
So instead of like getting on here knowing we about to talk relationship stuff, and then knowing we just came from this space with our significant other, we like, you know what? Let's pause today. So how I'm feeling right now,
right,
and what I'm going through personally doesn't spill over into the show where anybody can listen or she can listen and feel like I'm talking about us.
Right.
Because some things you can't control, because it's like if you're going through something, if I'm going through something that in my relationship and B just happens to ask me a question and maybe he don't even know.
Right.
Yeah.
And now I'm answering it from the place where I'm going through.
Right, yeah.
And she going to be like, dang, you just going to spill out there and say what you like. It's going to seem like I'm talking about us.
Yeah.
And unconsciously, subconsciously, I may be.
Yeah.
Not even knowing it. I'm just answering the question from where I'm at right then.
And that's only natural.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just natural.
So we've been wise enough to be like, hey, bro, I can't record tonight.
Yeah.
Like this ain't it. Or hey, y'all gonna have to run this one without me.
Right.
You know, like run around me, go
Yeah,
get you a guest or go something like that. But
absolutely.
You know, and I think it's good that we do that because we want to be able to give the listeners like a true of where we are overall and not for the moment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's something, me and my wife get into an argument and we talking about, the dishes or something. And somebody come up talking about this, like, I'm gonna tell you about how I feel because like I have that in me, but not like an overall thing.
Yeah.
So I think it's really important that we do that. And like I said, hey, we can go get like a guest or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes we just say, hey, we're gonna chill.
Yeah.
But it's important for I think that goes with the people we are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? This podcast is like, we come first with each other.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the podcast does not come first.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, hey, we respect the podcast. We want to record. You know what I'm saying? We can bring a guest in, but there's never a time where somebody has said, hey, bro, you got to fight through that.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, bro, we got to get this weekend, bro.
This weekend.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's not how this podcast is set up.
100%.
And if it was, we wouldn't have 3 years.
Yeah. No, real talk. That's facts,
I give us
man.
6 months.
That's facts. Real talk.
And I want people to know, like, because I think a lot of relationship podcasts try to, come across as if they're some experts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We are not that.
Hell no.
No.
We're not pretending to be like experts or feel like we got all the answers.
Yes.
We still got problems.
Facts.
Still.
Every day. Every day.
Like my relationship is not perfect by any means.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's important for us to to put out there, because if we were experts, then we will all have the perfect relationship. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like our relationship, like for instance, I would feel bad if something happened to my relationship and I was claiming to be an expert.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you're an expert. How you having these problems in your relationship?
But that's the wild part. Even experts have the same problems.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, but like, we look at those people, like we put them on pedestals.
Yeah.
And I'm saying right now,
who try to
no,
paint
for
themselves
me.
as they got all the answers to a relationship and this is how they handle their problem.
Do not put me on a pedestal and think
at
this
all.
podcast that I'm some type where I speak from. I speak from a place of pain. I speak from a place of being hurt before.
Right.
I speak from a place of a person who's been through therapy.
Yeah.
And a person that's in a process of healing from a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. As we all are.
Like, that's where I speak from.
Right.
I'm not speaking as an expert. I'm not speaking as the end all be all. I have things that I stand on, things that I live by. I have opinions on things.
Mm-hmm.
Things that's worked for me, things that have not worked out for me. You know what I'm saying?
Like I still struggle with things.
Sure.
Very much so.
Like straight up, like, and some of the hard parts of my relationship are my fault.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would not sit here and act like I'm that easy person to be with. I am not.
Mm-hmm.
she ain't got to come over here and tell y'all I am not an easy person to be with.
Listen, when you with a human,
I get on my own
It's not
nerves
gonna be
sometimes.
easy.
Have you ever got on your own nerves? Like,
I got my
Every day.
nerves today.
why
Every day.
am
I got on
even-
my nerves today.
Like, why am I acting like this?
every day. For
Have you
real.
ever
Like,
went into
bruh,
something like,
fix it.
I'm not gonna respond this way this time, and then
Right,
you
right.
respond the exact same way
Yeah.
that you did not want to. Like I am a work in progress.
As we all are.
Like so when y'all hear me speak or I say something, I don't care how profound it sound, I may have not applied it yet.
And I would
facts.
tell you,
Like,
because we cannot,
For real.
we can. I'm gonna like, and this is my opinion, but you cannot correct your trauma response. I feel like you can deal with the response while you're in it to move away from it.
Mm-hmm.
if they make sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like if your trauma response is to fight, that may be your response, but you can walk yourself back from that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But you can't just say, you know what, I've healed, and my response is not to fight anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like the stuff we deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Because these triggers that we have, you know, I know it's an overused word, but it's a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
That these triggers that we have, it's like you can't control those things.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, you can't control those things. And if it's something that you can't control, then you can't control how you react to something that you can't control.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
I think in a sense, like, I don't say you can't control what triggers you. Like, what triggers you is what triggers you. And it may trigger you for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
I think in a sense you might be able to start to control how you react once you learn why it triggers you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like when you begin to understand the why behind the trigger, you can get a little bit more grasp on your reaction to it. You know, where you don't react like if something triggered you 5 years ago, now you understand, and for whatever process, if it's therapy, book reading, meditation, whatever your process is to help you, I don't feel like you should respond in the same way. At some point, some growth has to happen. Just like, you know what, this triggers me, but just because I'm triggered doesn't mean I have to react this way.
Sure.
And I believe in that growth, like I said, in that growth is centering why, like the why behind it. The why behind it, and then being, like sometimes you have to be okay with the why.
Yeah.
Like, whatever, like what's happened to you and your response to it, it's not necessarily wrong, in my opinion, but I feel like it's more so about how you're going to deal with this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, for instance, if you see something or something happens and you get angry by that, you're not wrong that you're angry, but you have to deal with the anger.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I think sometimes if we get ashamed by those things, and sometimes, or we feel like we shouldn't have this feeling, and since we shouldn't have it, we don't want to deal with it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I agree with you, because I don't never feel like a person should tell themselves, I shouldn't feel this way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You feel how
That's
you
real.
You feel how you feel.
You feel how
Right.
you feel.
Mhm.
And you have to be able to sit in that, in a sense, and be comfortable with, this is the way I feel.
Yeah.
Now, what has to change sometimes in people, and in myself included, is I feel this way. I have a right to feel this way, but that doesn't mean I have a right to react this way.
Yeah.
And I think that's where
that's the important thing.
that's where the growth comes in. It's like, this triggers me.
Right.
This trigger makes me feel this way, but growth should change the way that I react to that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
and your
Because that is the only thing you do have
That's
control
all.
of.
That's all thing I
Yeah.
control. I can't help that if something happens, it makes me feel this way. I
Yeah.
can't help that this trigger makes me feel insecure.
Yeah.
Like, if that trigger makes me feel insecure, it makes me feel insecure. I can't control that. That's the feeling. That's real.
And I think, I don't know if y'all tell me y'all agree, but your feelings should not invoke change in somebody else. Like, just because you feel a certain way doesn't mean that person needs to change based on how you feel.
I agree.
No, 100%.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
I think that's what's wrong with relationships, not even just, romantic relationships, friendships, parents, kids, all of this stuff, is that we feel like, since I feel this way, you need to change.
Yeah. Mhm.
And it's like, no, just because somebody has a feeling doesn't mean the other person needs to change. No, you need to understand why you feel that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because oftentimes what triggers us, this person in front of us may be the person that's doing something and making, but the trigger came before that person.
Right.
Yeah.
You're triggered because this person is doing something that reminds you of something that's already been done to you.
Mm-hmm.
So your reaction now is not only to this person, it's to the person that before the person, before the person, before the person.
Right.
And if you if you are wanting your feelings to change a person or a situation, then you're not dealing with the feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're not dealing with yourself.
Like, yeah,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
Because you're too focused on blaming them.
yeah, because
Right.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because it's like it's saying that they need to change, and how you're feeling is like it's more precedent than the actual situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, your feeling is valid, your feeling is important, but your feeling should not be the end all be all.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You should measure your feeling. Like, your feelings should be it should be lined up with actual facts.
Yeah.
It should be lined up with the actuality of the situation. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it should be examined. I feel like if we don't examine our feelings, then you're going to get them pushed on to somebody else.
That'd be the thing. People do not examine their feelings.
Nobody
don't.
wants to examine
No one
themselves,
examines
period.
their feelings.
Yeah.
They just
They like, I feel this way. You made me feel this way.
And that's it.
You need to
Yeah.
change.
Yeah.
you need to fix it.
Instead of saying, I feel this way. Why do I feel this way?
Mm-hmm.
And it may have nothing to do, like what
Right.
you did may have caused me to feel this way, but maybe I need to change the way that I look at things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to examine why I feel this way, because most likely I'm feeling this way because of something that somebody else did way before you.
100.
Yeah.
And you're just, in a sense, reminding me of that, and it's causing me to feel this way. But if I deal with the before, what you just did won't bother me as much.
And the person, if you are with a person that you are constantly changing based off your feelings, you are not helping that person.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're never going to deal with the deeper meanings and the deeper feelings that they're experiencing if you keep on changing based off their feelings.
That's real.
And I know that's a hard conversation.
That's
and that's
real,
going
though.
to be tough.
Yeah.
But I think in the midst of that, you can still validate their feelings. You can still say, hey, your feelings are important. I want to talk about that feeling. But I do think there's a point where you have to say, hey, let's look at how you feel and not so much of me just having to change what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like I did this with a rep at work one day, and it was a tough exercise.
Mm-hmm.
But like we have a checkout form where you can put, did you have a good day, a normal day, or a rough day? This person kept putting rough day, rough day, rough day, rough day.
Yeah.
So we had a one-on-one. I said, hey, next week on our one-on-one, I want you to bring a I said, you got a handheld mirror? They're like, yeah. I said, I want you to bring that to our meeting.
Mm-hmm.
So they brought it to the meeting. And they was like, okay, what you want me to do with the mirror? I said, look in it.
Mm-hmm.
And they looked in it. I was like, I said, you know all those rough, I said, you want to know the cause behind your rough day? Your rough days every day? And they was like, what? I said, hold the mirror up.
Mm-hmm.
They held the mirror like, what? I said, you're looking at the cause of all your rough days.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking at yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you keep trying to blame everything else
Yeah.
for the reason why your days is rough. I said, and the reason your days is rough is the way you perceive everything that happened to you throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
I said, if you change your perspective of how you see everything,
Yeah.
then you'll change the way you feel about your day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I think that's just us in life, period, is a lot of things about our days, life, period. If we change our perspective and see it like, yeah, was a day kind of tough? Yeah.
Right.
Did I learn something from it? Probably so, if I really look for the lesson.
Mm-hmm.
And if I learned something from it, really, was it that rough?
And what could I have done to make the day better?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, for instance, you hit the snooze button 3 or 4 times.
Now you're rushing.
You know what I'm saying? Now you're rushing, and now you're driving faster in traffic,
And you're
people
irritated
in the way.
with everybody
You're
'cause you get
irritated,
every red
and
light.
then you get to work, and
Right.
then you forgot to respond to an email, and like these stuff happen. Like my morning started off terrible. Like it was a terrible morning, but what change can you invoke?
Yeah.
That
If you
can
got
make your
up when the
mornings
alarm
better.
went off
Yeah.
and gave yourself that extra 30 to 45 minutes to take your time,
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
this
No,
day would have
that's
been
real.
much better.
But I think we have to take ownership.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to take ownership of the things that's going on and say, hey, you know what? I can be better. I can do better, and I can set myself up in a better situation.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think like even like this conversation, just how our podcast has evolved. over the years. I mean, because we like that was just some real talk.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like and it took some maturing on all of us.
Absolutely.
You know, where I think even in the midst of coming through what we come through to start this podcast, I think we all grown to a point to say everything we went through that kind of led up to whatever to the start of the podcast. We sat down individually and had stuff I was like even with each other. It's like, nah, boy, that's on you.
Yeah.
And we had to really own some of the situations and things that we were in were our fault.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And that's not taking anything off the plate of anybody else in the things and saying that they didn't have some fault in it. But some of the things
you gotta own up to it though.
you gotta hold
absolutely.
yourself and quit looking at like I think so much in life we try to justify our actions.
Yeah.
And definitely our reactions. When nothing is justified. We want to justify it. But at the end of the day, your reaction is all of our reactions is in our control. So we'd be like, well, I reacted because you did this. Like, no, you made a choice
Right.
to react that way. So don't try to justify your reaction based off what I done. No, you chose to react that way. That's on you.
Exactly.
Now, and that's on me. If I react a certain way, I can't be like, well, I react this way because you came at me wrong. Like, no. I made a choice based on how you came at me to react this way. I could have made a choice to diffuse it.
Right.
But I didn't. That's on me.
And I feel like, I also feel like it's about like how you set your life up, or like how you are. It's just like, yeah, you keep snapping on people because you haven't dealt with something. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I need to take ownership in that.
They the reason that you snap.
Problem. Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like I need to take ownership in that and say, you know what? I'm going to change how I'm going to stop blowing up on people. I'm going to actually deal with me so I can respond to people better. Like, that's a whole different thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, like, again, examining, taking ownership,
Yeah.
you know?
But
And-
man, I like where we're at.
I do.
Like-
100%.
And we've had a lot of change. I mean, from multiple locations,
Man, listen.
Yes.
having to get like we involved from different new mic sound, new lighting, new like
It's all
Yeah.
part of the growth,
it's
man.
all part of the
It's all
growth.
part of it.
And most podcasts don't make it this far.
Absolutely.
Like they really don't.
Yeah.
And guess what? We're always open to suggestions.
100.
Like if y'all listen to this and y'all be like, I think
Yeah. Never.
doesn't mean we're gonna implement the suggestion.
That
man, that's hilarious.
But we're always open. If y'all was like, if somebody was looking at this like, man, I think this will take y'all podcast to the next level. Shoot it to us. I would love to hear it.
I agree.
And,
Carlos doesn't, but it's okay.
you know,
I
because
am who I am.
it may help.
Yeah, 100%.
We want to be better.
Absolutely.
I feel like we're good, but we could, there's always room for growth.
Always room for improvement.
Always room for improvement.
We want to be better. So that's what we're gonna continue to do. We're gonna continue to grow. You know, I think this was a good time to just reflect. Sometimes you gotta look back where you came
Absolutely.
from and be like, man, like we've really, you know, we're doing our thing.
Yeah, we gonna continue to bring y'all good quality content.
And like I said, man, and I just feel like I said, I feel like our conversation tonight with this is just kind of that's how we've grown. That's how our conversations have grown and how it's taken us and how we've really put our experience and our history into this podcast. And I really, and that's why I said it's like, it doesn't really matter. Like I said, the award show was fun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But really, man, this podcast has really been something personally I have needed in my life. And I feel like this is something that has really brought us closer together and has been a benefit to the people around us.
100%.
So
I mean, I've listened to this plenty of times, and we've had conversations that have helped Like y'all,
Absolutely.
y'all said things. I've said things myself, and then like, I need to apply that to
Like,
my
damn,
damn
yeah,
self.
go back right.
Like, damn, let me get off here and go apologize.
The facts.
You know, like, and I had to apply to ourselves, right? And it's like, I think this podcast has definitely been needed. Like, definitely has brought us. I mean, we was close.
Yeah.
Like. I think that's why if y'all people be like, man, y'all got so much chemistry. I'm like, because we really kick it.
Yeah, no, we hang out real life.
We're brothers
Yeah.
in real life. Like, this ain't just like we flow because this is what we do.
Right.
Like,
On a regular day.
Yeah.
like low key, I can't remember the last day I haven't talked to y'all.
Facts.
Like,
real.
like, so like we brothers in real life, and we don't always agree, and that's cool.
Yeah.
But
And that's gonna happen.
as it should.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, so, but
I'm usually right. But.
which he's not. So, well, yeah, man, we appreciate
ignore
y'all
that.
for rocking with us.
Yeah.
It's been people that's been listening to us for 3 years.
Absolutely, man. Clap it up for yourselves, man.
Like, so
Clap
we
it up.
appreciate that.
Clap it up for yourselves.
We're going to continue to do our thing and continue to grow and continue to get better.
That's
You know what
right.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's right.
Continue to bring, hey, because guess what? This ain't, like, it ain't easy.
Lord.
Not at
Like,
all.
if y'all see this and think this is easy, first of all, it ain't easy to put yourself out here like
Right.
every time we put a show out, it's like putting a song out.
No,
Yeah.
real
Like
talk.
we open ourselves up to all y'all opinions, all y'all critiques, all
Exactly.
y'all negative comments and positive comments. Like, we open ourselves up.
Who got some negative comments?
I'm sure somebody does,
Yeah, even if we don't see them.
even if we don't see them.
Yeah.
But like,
Post 'em.
we open ourselves up to all of that.
Yeah.
You know, and it is what it is.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's fine. Think what you want to think.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like, agree if you want to agree, disagree if you want to agree. We gonna still do our thing. You dig?
Yeah. and we love all your opinions.
No, we don't.
All right. And we're going to end on a note of saying farewell. It's been a great 3 years.
You say that like we're done.
No. Well, for
did. I
this
was like-
episode.
I'm like,
Yeah,
this
like-
it?
yeah. No, this
It's been great. We said
You
all
got
that
something to
say.
tell you?
we said to say this on last episode.
That's what I'm gonna name this episode, the last episode.
Please don't.
Yeah, well, I'll get more people to listen.
Nah,
Lie to them.
I don't.
Lie to them.
I don't love you.
Last
Oh.
episode of this week. See?
Yeah.
See?
It's the final episode.
I don't like
Talk That Real podcast.
I don't.
Right, this time. All right, man. Y'all know the drill. Hit that like button, reviews,
Yeah.
all that good stuff.
You don't have to go vote because it's over with. So
That's crazy.
I'll let you know.
Good.